but they convert on 4th down.
Oh, he's actually all the way him. 100%.
And he will get
Let's
into
go.
the end zone.
Fellas, what is goody? My name is Woody. This is the youngest Jim bringing another little Madden video. And in this video, boys, we are going to go in there and fix your Dallas Cowboys, my brother. We are watching absolutely egregious management. Jerry Jones should have retired 20 years ago, my brother. Just lack of execution. The whole franchise has just been cheeks, buttered up buns, whatever you want to call it. I can't take it anymore. I got to go in there and fix it. It's egregious shit that we're watching. Let's get it done. Okay, fellas, to set the groundwork for the purposes of the franchise, I'm going to run all men on sim, and I'm going to play offense only, because I know I kind of asked the bros, and they said that they'd be more interested in watching a rebuild that has some gameplay to it. I'm an offensive-minded guy, so I'm going to play offense only, and I'm going to sim the defense, and this is going to allow me to get through the season quicker. You know, I'll be able to grab some highlights of that and be able to progress players faster, get through the season quicker. Running on all Madden, but I'm not going to have the game chew clock. That way I can hopefully have a decent amount of even possessions, balance stats, all that good stuff. I'm going to simulate training. I'm going to set who I want to train and set my coaching abilities. I'm going to simulate training. The last time I tried to run this, I was doing all of the training, which was fun but very time consuming, and I ended up losing all of that. I was about halfway through the season or 3/4 of the way through the season, and I lost all my data on that attempt in recording, which is unfortunate, but we're going to give it another go. So I'm going to have the computer auto upgrade players, a normal trade difficulty, a bunch of other normal settings that I did not touch. We have all the breakouts and the devs and normal sliders. The only thing I am going to change is with the normal sliders on injury, players get injured like crazy, so I'm going to go 10 on that, and the fatigue in this game is through the roof, so I'm going to go 25 on fatigue, and I felt like with these settings, things seemed to flow a little bit better, in my opinion, on the game. The latest you can still start currently is week 16 from this year, so I am going to give the Cowboys some forced losses here. So, Cowboys, forced loss versus Chargers, forced win versus Commanders, forced loss versus Giants. Like they had IRL. Youngest Jim took over at the end of the season, contract extended. Thank you, coach. You can see they finished 7-9-1. You can kind of see where their overalls are lying. 83 total, 87 offense, 83 defense. Offense has been cooking than the defense. I mean, in real life, giving them an 83 is beyond generous. That defense was atrocious, my brother. We're going to try our absolute best to fix that. Let's go ahead and advance through the Super Bowl. The Lions come out victorious. Like I said last time I sent this, the Bills beat the Rams in the Super Bowl, which I thought was very possible, potentially realistic and pretty fun. But this sim loves the Lions. Jared Goff and the boys with Matt Stafford taking MVP. Mike Vrabel, Coach of the Year. Johnny Taylor, Offensive Player of the Year. Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. Tataroa McMillan. Demetrius Knight. Love that. Most of that's pretty fun for their yearly awards. Alright, so for the purposes of taking over this franchise, I wanted to get through the existing 2025 season, and Coach Youngest Jim is going to take over in the off season of the 2026 season. I don't know when everybody was absolutely cooking the Cowboys for trading Micah Parsons. I don't know if everybody was aware of how bad the cap situation is for your Dallas Cowboys. You can see heading into the offseason for 26, they are minus $11 million in cap space. I don't have the money to negotiate with a soul, my brother. I could not sign a backup kicker right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I would absolutely love to bring back our best player, IRL, Brandon Aubrey, to carry this dog shit franchise that I'm trying to run. But I owe people money, dog. You know what I mean? Like, this is the Italian mob is asking me where the money is at dinner right now, and I don't have a good answer for him. It would be like Will Smith and Shark Tale. Like, I'm gonna get it. I'm good for it. I just don't have it right now. You know what I mean? Javonte Williams went superstar. George Pickens went superstar. Let's see how the rest of our squad's doing. As you can see, fellas, Dak Prescott went superstar, X Factor, 33-year-old. In my first attempt at the Dallas Cowboys rebuild, I actually traded him. I traded him and a plethora of future picks for the 101 in that attempt, and I got the 101 quarterback, which was a lot of fun. But for the purposes of actually trying to make this a more realistic rebuild, because of the money they owe him, they are paying him in IRL, that's a whole different conversation. In Madden, this is the most egregious contract I've ever seen in my entire fucking life, my brother. He is making enough money to start a bank. 33-year-old QB. In Madden, he did make Superstar X Factor. And so I think I'm going to keep the dynamic duo of Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb together, Superstar X Factor duo. As long as they keep it, then that will be a dynamic duo, and we will see what else we can acquire in the draft. Sadly, George Pickens and Javonte Williams both made superstar, and I'm not going to have the money to re-sign them. And so we're going to have to look elsewhere. I plan on developing Jaden Blue, who should be very solid for Madden. Developing young running backs in Madden is relatively easy, in my opinion. He's got... I didn't mean to click off of him. Let's look at his speed rating real quick. I'm pretty sure he's pretty quick. 93 speed. That's plenty dangerous enough for me where I don't feel the need to draft a running back. I think that I can develop him, and he could be a dynamic player for us. Offensive line is fine. The right tackle situation is not perfect. Jake Ferguson is an absolute baller. He retains superstar here in the offseason. And the offensive line has some good pieces to it. Tyler Guyton, I thought, was a little bit higher overall than that. On the defense, my brother, this is where everything went sideways. I'm talking about a historically bad defense that I'm watching. I'm not even going to lie to you. The game does reflect... Oh, it does not. I need to go release Trayvon Diggs, sadly. One of pretty much my favorite player the last couple of years. He was never the same after he tore his ACL, sadly, bro. That was hard for me to watch. Because the Cowboys were, 2 years ago, the Cowboys were decent. They were decent. He tears his ACL in practice, and it's just never the same. And I'm just sad for my guy. I had to post his 2021, 2022, I don't remember what year it was. I had to post his highlights from his dream, 11 interception season or whatever it was. He's fucking him. The kid's so him. Used to be. But the Cowboys released him. We are doing decent on the interior. Unfortunately, Kenny Clark is aging a little bit and has regressed quite a bit. So I don't know if I'm going to hold on to him. If I don't, I might end up running a 3-4. Donovan Ezaraku is a very promising rookie. Siobhan Rebel Jr., for the purposes of Madden, is a very promising young player. So I think there's some things that we can salvage here. We might need to draft somebody. Logan Wilson's already 30. Not my favorite acquisition I've ever seen in my life, my brother. And the safeties are a problem. The safeties are a massive problem, IRL and in the game. 31-year-old, they do give him star dev, which blows my mind, but that's fine. That's fine. We can work with that, I think. Question mark. 30-year-old normal dev. We need a safety. We need a safety and we need a corner. Badly. Did they give Siobhan Rebel Jr.? They gave him star dev. He's 25 years old, but he's a 73 overall. That's crazy work. Why do they hate me, bro? Back to offense. About to blow my mind. I was like, what do you mean? They have some decent young talent on here. It's decent. All right, let's see what we can do to fix this, coach. I do need to get rid of Trayvon Diggs. If I had the world's smallest violin right now, I'd be playing it. It's just sad shit, my brother. Peace. Heading into free agency, when the year finally rolled over, you can see in the very top right, we got 40 million cap space, but you got to reserve some for the rookies, so I think I have a little over 20 mil to work with, a little under 30. You can see, my brother, look at this penalty for Dakota Prescott, 46 million. This is, you can get rid of him, but you really are kind of handicapping your franchise long term with going that route. Absolutely no plans to get rid of CeeDee Lamb. I like DeRon Bland a lot, especially IRL. We acquired Quinnen Williams in the trade heard around the world. Acquired the 2 first-round picks, which we will be able to use this draft to try to improve this team. Also, Diggy Zua is going to help us out. We have some salvageable pieces to try to save this ship, my brother, because we are just down horrendous. Looking at savings versus penalty, Kenny Clark is absolutely somebody that I can get rid of and save a little bit of money if I want to try to go after some pieces. Let me go into free agency and see what I can figure out. There was another one, Logan Wilson. I really don't think that we need. That's another 6 mil that I could save if I want to build up a little bit of increase my cap space a little bit. Malik Hooker is another guy that I don't really need. So there's a couple moves that I could make to try to salvage a little bit of money here and there, depending on what free agency is looking like. In my last franchise, I tried to go after George Pickens. Took all of my free agent attempting to sign money, and it was not even close to a big enough deal that he could sign for. So I'm going to try to go for Cameron Curl here. He's interested in being on the team. I need a safety so badly. I also think I'm going to try to get Brian Cook and see how that goes. Let's go with the player-friendly option. Let's see what he says here, coach. I would absolutely love to sign back Trayvon Diggs, but in the interest of trying to keep it a little bit realistic, I'm going to leave that one alone. I don't think I want to sign any more older corners because I think I want to I want to draft a corner coach. Man, Wan'Dale Robinson, that would be crazy. Keenan Allen's an old bastard. I do like Romeo Dobbs on Madden high key. I like Romeo Dobbs on Madden. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Jalen Coker might be nice on the squad. I was thinking about drafting a wide receiver, and I still can't because I think we're still hurting a little bit. But I might throw an attempt out for Jalen Coker, 24 years old. Just throw an attempt out there because he's not very expensive and just see what he says. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Jalen Coker is a Dallas Cowboy. Let's see how we did on the safeties, my brother. Because they were not very expensive safeties. Brian Cook is a Dallas Cowboy. Cameron Crowe is a Dallas Cowboy. This went so much better on my second attempt at trying to get free agents. Well, with the money that I had, that is absolutely massive. We just improved the safety position by a ton. We got ourselves another solid wide receiver. This team is already looking a heck of a lot better than we were looking earlier. Absolutely massive, my brother. We needed both safety positions badly. 27 and 26-year-old in the low 80s. Let's see what kind of dev we got. We got a star dev. We got a normal dev, but that's fine. These are very solid players, and I think Jalen Coker's a normal dev. That's really going to beef up our squad. Love that shit, coach. I mean, it's not even close. We're definitely a lot better than we were. We need some serious help at the cornerback position. I think that we could use an edge rusher. Donovan Ezaraku, I think, is a 22-year-old star dev, which is absolutely incredible, but I don't think that's going to get it done by itself. I am going to leave the Dallas Cowboys playbook on offense and defense. I do know, and I have experienced, if you change the playbooks, some playbooks just sim better than others. You guys could look it up, and I have done it, and I can tell when you run certain 3-4 playbooks, your defense sims really well, and that is fun. But for the purposes of this rebuild, and if I do any more rebuilds, I'm going to leave the playbooks true to the franchise, because I was running Ben Kirk's playbook on offense, and I don't know if I was doing the Steelers or who I was doing on defense, and they were simming really well. But for the purposes of making it a little bit more realistic, a little bit more random, and a little bit more fun, I'm going to leave their playbook true to the franchise and let that lie where it may. So I know I am hurting at the linebacker position on this squad, so we might see what linebackers we got. I did import the 2026 draft class, which I am not as much of a Madden nerd as some, and so I don't really know the devs of the draft picks that are incoming. So I'm going to do my best. Drafting is not, and scouting is not my strong suit. I left the scouting on auto, but I think it'll be a little bit fun. Have a couple surprises here. The bros will just absolutely be yelling at me when I draft the wrong player, but we're going to have a little fun with it. Dallas Cowboys in 26 have 2 first-round picks, got a 13 because they're cheeks, and then the 22 from Green Bay. Don't have a lot of other depth pieces here in this draft, but we do have a 4th and a 5th. Let's see who we can acquire to round out the squad here. Jordan Tyson looks intriguing. There are a couple round 1 wide receivers that I could have some fun with because I would not mind developing a wide receiver for this franchise. Jeremiah Love, they have him at round 1, 2. And Nick Singleton. You know, low key, I was planning on developing Jaden Blue, but now that I've acquired some decent safeties, I don't necessarily know. I might consider drafting a running back in this attempt. Since I have Dak, I got Jalen Coker in free agency, which I was not planning on doing, but that just kind of naturally happened. I might consider going running back with this build and developing a running back, which developing Jaden Blue is fine, but developing a stud running back might be really fun. That might be really fun. Keeping CD, getting Jalen Coker was kind of huge. The whole line is fine, but I kind of need a right tackle badly. Fellas, looking at my team going into the draft, here's what I'm thinking. I think I'm okay on quarterback. I might target a running back. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Wide receiver, I think we're actually doing fine with the acquisition of Jalen Coker. I think we can work with that. Tight end, we're obviously fine. Offensive line, Cooper Beebe's a star dev. I think we are fine from left tackle to right guard. Terrence Steele is a 77 normal dev, like 29 years old. We could use a right tackle and kind of perfect a decent, very, very solid O-line on defense. We took care of the safety position in free agency. My will linebacker, Marvin Overshone, I think it's 78 normal dev. Let me verify that. Or 26 years old. I think we're fine there for the purposes of at least the first season. I think Logan Wilson being a star dev, not great, but I think it's fine to where we can focus the draft on other positions. So Shamar James, only 7 years old, but he's a 22-year-old star dev. I think we can keep him at Sam, let him develop, see how he develops. On defense, we really need a left edge. Donovan Ezaraku, I'm excited about, 22-year-old star dev, 77 overall already. I think he is solid at our right edge, so we need a left edge badly. The other thing, in my opinion, that we need, and I don't have enough draft picks for it, so I think I need to make a trade, is we could really use another solid corner. I do really like Siobhan Revel Jr., 93 speed, 94 excel, 90 agility. And he is 6'2", my brother. This kid could be an absolute monster on Madden. 25 years old, star dev, 73 overall, which makes it a little bit of a journey. I want him to be an every down player and develop him, but you can see, as far as the backups go, we are hurting a little bit at the cornerback position. I think I might need to make a trade to beef up this roster, make it really nasty heading into the next season. Let's see what we can do. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, fellas. This is what I'm going to attempt to do. I like this corner, Avian Terrell. I like this left edge. I like both the running backs, Jeremiah Love and Nick Singleton. And then I like this right tackle. And you can see kind of my target for this draft is in the late first and the early second round, which I don't necessarily have those picks automatically. I do have a late first, and I have an early first. I think I'm going to try to trade out of the early first, see what I can acquire, and see which of these pieces that I can put together for this draft, and then see what trades I need to make after. I'm excited, fellas. Let's see what happens.
Welcome to the NFL Draft.
All right, let's see who went off the board. Arch Manning, number 1. Garrett Nussmeier played cutting it quick. Man, look at these. I of that wide receiver when Lenore Sellers went to go save the Jets franchise. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I think that I want to see what I can get for 29.61. The Niners are giving me the best offer for what I'm trying to get out of this draft. Let's see what happens. Boom. All right, let's go to the next user pick. Okay, so let's see who off the word. Oh, dude, I lost the Niners, who I just traded to. I lost my left edge to them and my cornerback. That's absolutely crazy work that I just played myself. I just absolutely played myself. That's crazy, my brother. A couple of the guys that I had. Well, this is a lesson learned. This is a lesson learned. A couple guys that I was after. Probably going to go with, I'm going to get this right tackle. See how this goes. 45 in true value. Got him at 22. Let's go to my next pick. I don't need a wide receiver for this draft. Let me see what I can get for my 26th fourth. Kind of like the Seahawks offer to move back just a little bit. Get a little bit more depth to what I got here. So let's look at Jeremiah Love. Elite acceleration. Agility's decent. Change of direction, elite. Dude, this kid is him. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He's him. Let's see what we're looking at for Nick Singleton. 6'2", 206. He's 6'2", 227. He's a big old body. Good acceleration, solid agility, marginal change of direction. I think I'm kind of liking Jeremiah Love. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I think I'm kind of liking Jeremiah Love to save this franchise. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it. Let's rock. Number 17 in true value, drafted at 29. Jeremiah Love, hidden dev. Save the Cowboys, my brother. Save us. Let's go. Okay, I went with Derek Carr, a man-to-man corner. We got a C, 95 in true value, drafted at 56. He is a hidden dev, 21 years old. Love that shit, coach. Okay, drafted an edge to see how this goes. C plus Sam Elliott, probably going to be a backup piece for us. 185 in true value at 109. Normal dev, 22 years old, probably a mess. As you can see, drafting is not my strong suit, fellas. That's why I got to get to the gameplay. Backup Mike linebacker. Got a D for this one in the 5th round, 272 at 141. Normal dev. And now we're getting booed. Fire the youngest Jim. Oh no. In the 7th round, for a little bit of a depth piece, backup quarterback, Jameel Allen, C+, 181 true value at 196 in the 7th. And I'm seeing a hidden dev, 6'3", 230 improviser quarterback. This could be a little bit of fun. I'm not going to lie to you. This could be a little bit of fun. All right, fellas. Let's see how we're doing on the draft recap. My right tackle, I didn't get to see, but he is a hidden dev, 23 years old, 6'8", 320. This kid's a monster. This could be a lot of fun. Pairing him with the new face of the franchise, Jeremiah Love. Let's see what kind of ratings they gave him. 91 speed, 94 acceleration. Let's see if we can get this kid to be him, my brother. Let's see what they gave me on the 70 overall cornerback that I drafted a little bit later. He's a hidden dev, which is a little bit exciting. And going down to the 4th round, the left edge. Left edge is going to be a problem for us. I might need to make, I think we might be able to make do with this rookie corner. I will get him, put him in training, see if we can get him devved up a little bit. Left edge is currently going to be a problem for us. I'm curious to see what they gave this QB, 66 overall hidden dev. We could definitely get him progressed as the backup. Curious to see some of the guys that I had favorited. Dang, 22-year-old hidden dev, 75 overall left edge is who I favorited, and I could have drafted him. He got taken. I could have drafted him with my first pick 13. That's absolutely hilarious. And then my corner, I would have not been able to have taken him. He got taken right after, so I could have gotten one of the two. Wow, normal dev. So I'm glad I did not make. He is a 76 overall already, which is solid. But I'm glad I did not use anything special draft capital trade wise to acquire him. Let's see what we can do about this left edge position. Done deal. I probably overpaid just a little bit. I didn't know that they were going to accept this one. 27 first, 27 second, 29 first to go get the edge player that we wanted. I got rid of the edge that I drafted and then backup wide receiver Jonathan Mingo to the 49ers and welcome my brother. Probably going to be him, left edge. LT Overton, 22 years old, 75 overall already, and we got him at a hidden dev. This could be nasty shit, my brother. I'm not going to lie to you.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Right away, we've got a loose ball. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Oh, close call there.
But boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now give left side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Downs. Here we go. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. This one's caught.
Coker.
And in he goes for the
Jalen Coker.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Blown back, gets the handoff.
Let's go, baby.
And they're all the way on second down. Here's the handoff. Has room into the secondary.
Jeremiah Love, he get him. Let's go, son.
Third and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. And this is a cross.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's
Let's
going
go,
to be
baby.
taken down. First half clock. First down. To the air again. Prescott.
Such a fucking dot.
And he's got it. Here's Dak to throw. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. Big
Dick Ferguson's him.
Look at him go. And he,
his guy to make the big play.
Lou, gonna get it again here on first down.
Jaden Blue, baby.
And he'll take this. At the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This is
Jalen Coker, baby.
Sidelines up second and 8. On second down, it's Dak. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Third and goal for Prescott. That one.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. Throw here. Third down. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And this is caught. Still from the 5. He gets it again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Inside
Let's
the
go,
25.
J Love. He him.
And he will go all the way. First down, Cowboys. They'll stay on the ground. Got room at the 30.
Breakout game. Breakout game. Breakout game. J Love to the crib.
To the 20. And he Now Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. And
Let's go, baby.
he's got another one.
An absolute legacy game out of our boy Jeremiah Love. 17 attempts for 212 and 3 tuggies. A long of 84 yards. Unbelievable day. A little bit of receiving work too. One catch, 12-yard. Screen game for the tug. What a beast.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Let's go, J Love. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Touchdown.
Good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown.
Brother, I went to go check on my rookies. Jeremiah Love still hidden. The edge is still hidden. My right tackle's a star dev. And I drafted Derek Carr. Ended up being a superstar dev, 21-year-old rookie. You absolutely love to see that for the boys. Let's go.
Right back to him on first down.
Look at that stick work.
He's going to get this all the way. Knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. First and goal.
Oh my goodness.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
Now, they've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Let's go, J Love.
Now he's
Come on, son.
35.
Here's opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Open man, right side. It's
Oh my goodness. You're lying.
Difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
That is caught.
See you, son.
And he'll take it into. Now Dak. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Elliott. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter.
Lost at the last second. The defense couldn't hold them, and the Dallas Cowboys find their first loss of the season. Daggers. Should have just went down.
They obviously did
Downs all the way down to the 25. On first down, they'll run.
Let's go, baby. Yes, sir.
And he is into the end zone.
All right, fellas, let's get a little mid-season Dallas Cowboys check-in here. 7-1. You can see the offense is skyrocketing. The defense is doing fine. Let's check on our devs that we ended up getting. Jeremiah Love, star dev. Don't love it, but don't hate it. But you can see he's already playing up to an 88. Morale is through the roof. We absolutely love to see that, my brother. My rookie right tackle that I drafted is a star dev. Let's check out the left edge. LT Overton, also a star dev. So Clutch at the cornerback was a superstar. The rest of us, star devs. So hopefully we get some upgrades in training camp. Let's see how we are doing versus the NFL in rushing so far. I have not checked this yet, so I'm definitely curious. Jeremiah Love, second in rushing yards in the league, 843. You absolutely love to see it. And second in rushing touchdowns. That is fantastic, my brother. I will go, let's just see how we are doing as a unit. Check on the Dallas Cowboys real quick. Dak Prescott not having a bad season. A few too many picks, but some of that's a user error because Jim's stupid. 1,700 yards, 18 tugs, 7 picks, 115 rating, not bad. Jaden Blue's not doing too bad for us. Spelling Jeremiah Love at the end of games. Fantastic stuff out of him. Jalen Coker is him. I'm not going to lie to you, my brother. Excellent free agent signing for us so far. C. Lamb having an extremely mediocre season, but we are spreading the ball out like crazy, as you can kind of tell by the stats. Jeremiah Love getting into the receiving game a little bit. Let's see how we're doing on defense. Tackles, leader, Malik Hooker. Unbelievable. That's crazy. Solo tackles. Let's see our TFLs. Donovan Ezaraku. Overshown. Overton. Not really getting involved too much there. Does have a decent amount of sacks. Quinn Williams is dominating. Donovan Ezaraku is playing well. Love to see that. Sean Rebel Jr. with a pick, and our rookie did have 1 pick, so absolutely love to see that. Let's see if we're forced any fumbles. A couple of Brian Cook and Overton. All right, fellas, we'll check in soon.
On third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott.
Dot.
That one is caught. On the play fake. Dak. Flush to his right. He's going to let one go. Deep
Yes, sir.
to Lamb.
We'll see you, son.
And he, 31, as they line up 1st and 10. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he. Now Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they will get him down at the...
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame.
Holy shit, brother.
Across midfield.
We'll see you guys at the fucking crib, son.
On his way.
It's J Love, cousin.
Touchdown. 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Nice, him.
20.
He's all the way him.
And he is into the end zone. 4th and goal from the 2. To throw is Prescott. Touchdown. A great effort there.
Straight ice, cousin.
Monster. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
They'll throw again. Dak. That's down the field for Lamb. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Play fake. Prescott. He's got it at about the 8.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Wow, wide open here. Complete. It's a race down the right side. And he's out of bounds. But what going to be a run here on 2nd and goal? What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think it's an off.
And he's going to fight forward. And
12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. First throw now for the backup, Allen. To the right side and intercepted. Picked
Yikes.
up by Sean Murphy. Bunton.
Yard run is ahead of schedule.
4th quarter with a lead. You love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Last game of the season, Cowboys 14-2, looking good, fam. 1st in points per game, 16th in passing, 1st in rushing, love that. 3rd in opponent's points per game, 3rd in defense passing, 1st in defensive rushing. The defense has been on lock, coach. Absolutely on lock. Coach is doing good besides the players. Got to work on that. You can see him running triple camp counselor. And I'm realizing, so I have been simming all training. And I don't really think I wouldn't necessarily call it a glitch, but the super OP part of running triple camp counselor where you're getting dev upgrades often, I do not think that applies to simming the training, because I mean, you got to get gold, so maybe that's a part of it. But I mean, I've been training Jeremiah Love all season, and he's still star dev, playing up to a 93. I have been training Jameel Allen, I've been giving him a couple reps late in games. He is still hidden. I've been training Cam Mazuka all season. He is still star dev. And then most of the season, LT Overton, been training him, so he's still star dev. So you can kind of see, let's see how good my cornerback's doing. My cornerback that I drafted really late is playing up to a 78 overall in his rookie season. He was a little superstar dev. He had a pick last game. Low key has been absolutely clutch for us on the defensive side of the football. But yes, simming training, I don't necessarily think running triple camp counselor really matters. Or I could probably run some other things and get some benefits out of that, because I am not really seeing dev upgrades from simming like you would from the user. Heading in the last game of the season, you see the Dallas Cowboys 14-2, Green Bay is on our tail at 13-3. So we need to win this last game to retain this first seed, get that first round bye. There's a couple teams in the NFC that look like they're doing pretty good, but Jeremiah Love leading the NFL in rushing. I'm going to play this last game, and then I'll check my team stats, and we'll reflect on that.
But they convert on 4th down.
Oh, he's actually all the way him. 100%.
And he will get
Let's
into
go.
the end zone.
Guys do.
Go play action. It's Prescott. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
All right, Mike.
Oh no, James.
Play away.
It's Nick Bosa. Game stopped as they come to look at the outstanding defender.
GG's, nerds.
Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. A win for the Cowboys. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off.
Fellas, your Dallas Cowboys have secured the first seed in a first-round bye. Clutch win over the 49ers there. The boys are balling. You love to see it. Playing a little bit of ball control, playing some defense. Dak's making good decisions most of the time when I don't do something stupid. And we're looking a little bit better. Let's check in on how the boys did this year. Specifically just the Dallas Cowboys. Dak, 70% completion percentage, 32-14. Not great, but not horrible. Not horrid. 108 rating, enough for us to be dangerous. The boy, Jeremiah Love, him. Let's see if he was the rushing leader of 1,552 yards. He was, the wear and tear definitely got to him at points in the season, so I had to be careful about how much I was using him. Did not want to risk getting him hurt. So I didn't play him much in the last game, so we'll have to check if he finishes the rushing leader. Jaden Blue ended up having a really strong season as the backup. 21 tugs for Jeremiah Love. You absolutely love to see that. 3 fumbles, something that we can improve on. 19 broken tackles, 84-yard long for our first-round draft pick and new face of the franchise. You absolutely love to see it. Jalen Coker, free agent pickup, absolutely balled out for us. You love to see that shit. 1,000 yards. CeeDee Lamb, a lot of tugs. So on his Devontae Adams shit, if you would. Clutch for us when it mattered, when we needed him. But we didn't air the ball out as much in this franchise this year. So we were focused on the rushing game. So happy with the weapons that I had to be able to run the offense that I wanted to run for these boys. So really solid season. Great pickup. Jake Ferguson held it down for us per usual. And it was very nice to have CeeDee Lamb in the clutch moments in the red zone when we really needed it. Let's see how we're doing on the defensive side of the ball. Let's see how we're doing in the TFL section. Kenny Clark, who's actually been hurt, did really well. LT Overton, not as many TFLs, but sacks. Ended up having 10 in his rookie year. That's really solid, just barely trailing. Quinton Williams at 12.5. Donovan Ezaraku, not doing too bad. Let's see where we are in the pick category. Rookie sensation Derek Carr with 2 in his rookie year. Siobhan Rebel Jr. with 2. Deron Bland, Lee Cooker. Not a ton of interceptions. I'm not too mad about it. The boys Brian Cook and Cameron Curl laying the fucking hammer for some forced fumbles. But no, I'm not too mad about it. The defense really, I just ran the Cowboys playbook and the defensive sim. I was very happy with the points allowed. There were not a ton of games that were there. Really, there was only a couple games where the defense was even letting up a lot of points, and some of that had to do if I was turning the ball over in the negative side of the field. So, defensive sim wise, I was very happy with how the Cowboys defensive playbook simmed. These guys, obviously, I think we finished like 3rd in defensive passing yards allowed, 1st in rushing yards allowed. So, really solid sim. And yeah, it was just absolutely massive for the defense. We were, 3rd, not in total offensive yards. See how we did in defense, but 1st in total defensive yards allowed. That's pretty fantastic. Offensive yards, it says 3rd. Okay, so the total adds something else in, but 3rd in total offensive yards. That is fantastic, fellas. Love to see that shit. Let's go check out our roster. The boys are absolutely balling. Jeremiah Love playing up to a 94 overall. They still have missed Stardev in his rookie season, 21 years old, 94 overall. That's absolutely unbelievable. When I get abilities on him, it's going to be just Clip City, my brother. We're going to be putting people on skates. At least for now, we're retaining our X Factor superstar. And let's go look at LT Overton playing up to an 85 overall, 22 years old in his rookie season. Absolutely fantastic. You couldn't ask for much more. Jaden Blue was really clutch for us to spell Jeremiah Love because I was giving him a lot of touches. My right tackle playing up to a 82 overall. You love to see that. And let's check out our rookie 4th round pick cornerback, 20-year-old superstar, playing up to a 78 already. I think he was a 70 when we drafted him, so that is just so clutch that we have another cornerback that's really able to make some plays for us. Let's see where we finished, if it'll show it. Jeremiah Love is your rushing leader in the NFL, 1,552 yards, just edging out Jonathan Taylor. And when I was looking at this earlier, honestly, that's a really low NFL rushing. I shouldn't say really low, but I mean, last year Saquon with 2K. This year, I don't remember what the final yardage was for the rushing leader, but somebody watching this could let me know. But that's not an absurd. So I played on 6-minute quarters, and I had the clock run down to 25 seconds. And I really felt like the points scored per game and the stats did a good job reflecting. If I was playing a really efficient, good game, we were able to put up, 30 points, maybe could put up 40 if the defense gave me a couple turnovers. But I didn't feel like this sim strategy, playing offense only, playing like this, was anything egregious. I'm not putting up any ridiculous stat lines like we do in the MFL. I feel like this is very, very realistic and true time of possession. And obviously you see my focus was getting the ball to Jeremiah Love, and he just barely got the rushing leader in his rookie season. A lot of touchdowns. I did try to give him the ball in the red zone when it made sense. Dak wasn't far off in the touchdowns. We had the best offense in the league, but yardage-wise, Dak wasn't up there with the top of the top, and we didn't force feed any single one of our receivers. The receiving was mostly pretty balanced for us, so didn't have a receiver up there, but honestly, pretty happy with the way the regular season went. Let's see if we can lock in for these playoffs.
I think feels a little fortunate they were able to
Jeremiah Love didn't even touch anybody. He just got hurt for no reason.
Another throw for Prescott. Prescott is hit and he lost the football. And this one belongs to
perfect.
the Buccaneers. Play action now for Prescott. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers, as they line up for 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers make the play that should win them this game.
In that tight of a window, unfortunately, as we throw 2 picks in the playoffs. Jeremiah Love got hurt running a swing route. I don't know what that was about. We could not score in the red zone this game. Moved the ball a little bit. But the red zone kicked our ass. Had an errant throw earlier from Dak. No idea what happened there. But really, really fun and good season comes to an end out of nowhere. This Bucs defense on this all Madden setting was fucking unreal good. They were so good. Of course, we got fumbled before the half. It's phenomenal shit. This is kind of ironic because I wanted to fix the Dallas Cowboys. Went 15-2 in the regular season. But back to the same exact spot. Can't win a playoff game. That's crazy. Love 9th in MVP voting. Youngest Jim getting Coach of the Year. Love that, Coach. Jeremiah Love, 3rd in Offensive Player of the Year. Offensive Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Love that for us. That's going to be big for his development moving forward. Defensive Rookie of the Year, LT Overton, third, another one of our draft picks. We traded a lot of capital for. Love that, coach, and best RB. And we have 3 of the top best linemen. That's absolutely, we have 6 guys on here. That's absolutely absurd for the NFC best lineman. That's it's absolutely absurd. I don't know who's doing this, but it's crazy work. Looking at some of the stats with the boys, 3rd in offensive yards, 1st defensive yards allowed. The defense really did something nasty this season. Pretty sure we were 1st in points, 3rd in points allowed. At the end of the day, none of it mattered because we choked in the playoffs. Shout out Dak Prescott. I am sad. Fellas, Dallas Cowboys rebuild for season 1 comes to an end. I had a phenomenal time. That was really fun building the squad. I need to know if the bros enjoyed this type of content, evaluating the team through the draft, developing our rookies, developing our team, played offensive gameplay only, simming the defense. I would say it worked out pretty well for me because I normally am on the game early in the morning, so doing content like this actually works out really well for me. I had a ton of fun. This was really, really fun. Kind of doing a rebuild. Hadn't done something like this since I was a very young Jim, so this is a good time. But I'll have to hear it from the bros. Do we want to see a Dallas Cowboys season 2? Do we want to leave the Dallas Cowboys? Do you guys want to see a different team rebuild? If the boys are into it, I would definitely have a ton of fun doing a couple different teams. Let's fill it out. I'm going to see how everybody's feeling. Really appreciate it. If we go for a Dallas Cowboys season 2, is it possible for us to get over the curse? I feel like the Buffalo Bills right now, the playoff curse that we are under right now. Or do we leave and go develop a dynasty somewhere else? Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.